Hello, everyone. This is Dude Get In. My name is Pig, and I'm here with my co-host Paralurks.
Hi, that's me.
And full disclosure, this is the second time we're recording this because the first time I fucked up.
Yes, once again, the funniest option is to blame Pig and point at him and laugh.
It is the funniest option, but it's also the truth.
It's the correct option, truly.
Mm-hmm.
But since the quality was not up to par on the last recording, we're gonna go for round two on the same conversation. So if we happen to forget to bring up any particular topics, that would be because we did talk about it before and maybe just forgot the second time around. So forgive us if it's not the greatest in the world, but we're trying. We're trying.
I will try my best to retain every topic of conversation. And without
Who knows? Maybe the practice will make us better.
maybe the practice will make us better. On to the topic at hand. Para, for this month, I had you watch UmaMusume Season 2.
Yes, that's correct. As I had already watched season 1 and had opinions on that, which I'll share shortly. But
Yeah,
you had me watch season 2, so that'll be the bulk of the podcast.
Yeah, so some months ago, I think it was when the game dropped over here in the US, and everyone was watching the anime or playing the game and what have you. You had only seen the first season and did not like it very much.
It was such a 5.5 out of 10.
It is very okay for various reasons.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything particularly great, and the worst part of it is the main character and main focus. Special Week fucking sucks. She's not interesting in any way. She's more concerned with Silent Suzuka's story than with her own, and not in a way that makes her interesting at all. So, why isn't Silence the protagonist? No one can tell me.
That first season it plays it very safe and it's very standard.
Mm-hmm.
It exists solely to promote the game, and I do not believe it can stand on its own. Season 2 onward.
I'm surprised it got season 2.
Season 2 onward, though, I believe each individual part can stand on its own. So,
there was definitely improvement in almost all ways.
Yes. So, season 2, we have a new protagonist named Tokai Teo and her rival, Major McQueen. And season 2 covers a topic that I have not personally seen too much of in sports media, be it anime, movies, or what have you. That being getting injured right at the peak of your career.
I've seen more of this than Pig has, because I don't think either of us are super deep in the sports anime rabbit hole, but I believe I've seen a bit more than Pig. So it's not as unique an experience to me, because injuries, maybe not in the peak specifically, but in a lot of anime, as long as it's not in a movie, because movies, have to keep things a bit more concise. But in sports anime, there's typically always a pretty important character who deals with some kind of injury, and that is a thing they have to deal with throughout an arc.
An injury or a loss?
In the best sports anime, Ippo, it was a thing in Prince of Tennis. I think there's an injury somewhere in Kuroko no Basket, but it's been years since I watched that. It is a much more central thing in this, because each season is its own more or less self-contained story, just happens to be with a lot of the same characters, but it seems each season has a very different focus and a different story to tell overall, and it's very focused on the injury aspect of it, and the themes of taking your first big L's and not reaching your goals in a sports career, and how to deal with injuries and whatnot, and also, just the relationship between rivals in sports. These are kind of the big three topics of this season, which is a lot more comprehensive, again, than season 1, which is just about the relationship between two horse girls, neither of which I cared about. I'm just going to throw comparisons in here and there throughout, so that we don't have to spend too much time just focused on season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, season 2 has these three, and it handles them pretty well. None of them blew me away, but each of them is really solidly established and fully explored through the arc.
So season 2 starts us off with reintroducing us to the setting, all the characters, getting us acquainted with our two leads and their relationship, and ends the episode with Tokai Teo winning her second of three major races. being referred to as the classics, which are the three races you would have to win to become a Triple Crown horse.
Yeah, 2 crowns down.
And Tokateo is not only 2 crowns down, but also is undefeated. Those two goals being her combined goal, being a Triple Crown horse and undefeated. Reason being is that she looks up to a horse girl named Symbolic Rudolph, who, in her time many years ago, also achieved a Triple Crown while undefeated.
And we say many years ago because that's like the lore of the actual horses, as each horse girl in this anime is based on an actual Japanese racehorse that existed and had a career in real life. In the context of the show, this is just the student council president who is still there while Teo goes to school. So this is like something that happened 3 years ago, maybe. For her.
Yeah, 3, 5, something like that.
I don't know. No horse girl ever seems to age once they enter the school. It's a really odd thing about this show. But we don't want to get rid of these characters we all already established in the last season, so screw it. No one ever changes, despite a story taking place over 3 years.
And that kind of and that kind of like highlights my only major complaint with this season, in that you don't really get a good sense of time passing, because we go through Tokateo's entire 3-year career
over the course of like 12 or 13 episodes, which it's a career consisting of 3 years and like 3 major injuries, and 2 or 3 of the episodes aren't even about Tokai Teo at all. So really, her whole career boils down to like 9, 10 episodes, maybe 11, and you don't feel like 3 years have passed in that very limited number of episodes, which she's only like 60% of the focus, if we're being honest, because we have to have episodes dedicated to McQueen and how she's doing. We have to have those like 3 episodes where the show just becomes a better show about Rice Shower. We have to have all these other things going on. So Tokai Teo we can't focus enough on her and how much time she is spending in each phase of her career when everything else is going on. We only have so many episodes, and they don't do enough to really show how much is going on and how much time is passing as all these events occur. Because it feels like something that could have happened over the course of not even a full year, like a school year as we know it. Like, this could have been a 9-month story, and I'd believe it.
Mm-hmm. The only like a definite frame of time passing we get is like the recovery time from the injuries. First injury at the end of the first episode, we are told she has to recover over the course of 6 months. So we know, okay, this happened. 6 months have passed before she can get back to training for her next race.
Yeah, which again, that theme of taking your first big L's and not achieving your dreams, having them taken away from you, that's a pretty big deal in this show. And this first bit she handles with a fair bit of grace. She can't attend her 3rd crown race, can't do essentially half of her stated goal, but an undefeated streak throughout a whole career is also like a big landmark thing. So she can hold on to that and just cope, and she'll be fine. So she recovers, gets back to training, gets back to everything. How's that work out for her, Big?
Well, before she fully recovers, she attends the race that she was supposed to be in, that 3rd crown.
Oh yeah.
And in that we have like the first big cry of the season, where the whole point is I should have been there. I should be in that race.
And she's like imagining herself in the race, how she'd be running and what the results would be. And of course, if I was there, I would run faster than these other horse girls and I would win. And that, like, which of course, yeah, I would have just won. That is funny for me, but it is also a realistic, like, bit of frustration of like, man, I could have won that. I could have won that if I could have been there. Man, this is some bullshit.
And we shift perspective to the horse girls that are participating in the race. A lot of their motivation is, it doesn't matter that you're not here, I still would win even if you were here. And they're not saying it out loud, but
ego on these girls.
They're not saying it out loud, but Tokai Teo feels that.
And Tokai Teo feels many things throughout the season. Cope winds up being a large percentage of it.
Oh, there's a lot of cope later.
There's so much copium, high grade. But
so yeah, 6 months pass. She can start training again. She's motivated. She's ready to get back on the saddle and continue her career as an undefeated horse girl. And her first race back, she wins it pretty easily, in fact.
Yeah. Well, Pig, just she still lost half her goal. It's not exciting enough to just continue to win races. And win another race, yeah, feels pretty good. I need this rivalry to happen. Next race, you and me, McQueen, let's go.
Yeah, we start to set up a race against Major McQueen. That is her next race.
Yeah, who is on the same like team. They had to have like multiple teams within the same school because they don't want to do another horse girl school that is separate because that would be way too many disconnected elements. So they just have a bunch of teams within the same school. So since they have the same trainer, it's really a bit awkward. But he just devises two separate training menus that they always do all their training sessions away from each other, and it's kind of smartly designed to have both of them just cover their natural weaknesses. One is better at running distance, so is working more on power and muscle strength. The other just has more natural springiness and oomph in their steps, so works on stamina.
And the race they are leading up to is the Spring Tenno Show, which I believe translates to the Spring Emperor Cup. This particular race is linked to Major McQueen, both in terms of like this being like her race, like she won the one from previous year, and she intends to win this year and the year following. And the whole thing with the Medjero family is they always win this race. So it is expected of her to not only win this race, but also dominate every time this race comes up. And that is her stakes in this race in particular, on top of her rivalry with Tokai Teo.
Yes, and they actually, unlike in season 1, they actually pay attention to what racing is about, aside from just moving your legs. So they train based on the actual style of whatever their next race is. This one being a long one, so stamina is a big deal. McQueen being expected to win it is, of course, a natural, like, yeah, of course I do distance races. I always do distance races. I'm good at that, naturally. And I appreciate the detail of some runners being better at endurance and others being better at sprints, and just it being addressed at all that this is a sport and they have to actually think about what they are doing, and there's different strategies. Do I hit the gas early and try to establish a lead that I then maintain with a bit less effort over the course of the race, or do I like stay in a mid position and then really pour on the gas at the end? Shit like that. And then as this builds up, they both do their different training. Majoro being the one who had stamina and now has to do anime-weighted clothing training, and also crushing Goldship's spine. Goldship being the wacky, quirky character you've probably seen shitposts of online.
In this season, her bit is holding a Rubik's Cube and riding a Segway.
Yeah. But, you know, I prefer, like, the slightly exaggerated version you see drawn on Twitter, who is like handing out pipe bombs. But again, slightly exaggerated. But yeah, and during the build-up, when they're each doing this training, the trainer is commenting about how they both look like as good, if not maybe even better, than they have ever been, as they've been racing for a while now. So he's sitting there going, I don't know who's gonna win. I can't imagine her losing, but then I look over there and I can't imagine her losing either. What's gonna happen?
I feel bad rooting for one and not the other.
Oh my god, I can't. I don't know.
This race is gonna be so hype.
It's gonna be the biggest race that ever was. Oh my god, you won't even believe. Surely one of them will not just get fucking blown out embarrassingly.
On the day of the race, there's even still like some like hyping up. Like, okay, McQueen, you go out first. I'll go second. No, you go out first. Come on.
No, Sasuke, you go. No, Naruto, I don't need
it. You go out first. You.
He said Shippudenly.
Shippudenly.
Yeah, I can write fan fiction. This shit's easy.
The race starts. First half of the race, it's looking as expected. Medro's a bit ahead. Tokateo's close behind. They're maintaining their distance as well.
Yeah, no one's hit the afterburner yet. They haven't drawn the little like air barrier, slipstream, whatever that they draw in front of the horses when you know they're going really fast. You haven't seen that yet, so you know they still got some in the tank.
Tokateo hits the gas. She's advancing. Medro McQueen steps on her gas.
Oh no, why am I not catching up? Hey, I'm supposed to catch up right now.
Yeah, Tokateo is not catching up. Is it her stamina? Okay. She trained for this though. She should be able to catch up.
She was doing extra laps on that long-ass hill trek that the trainer told her to do. What? How'd I gas out? How'd I do that?
Unfortunately, Tokai Tail does not win the race, and she does not even come second.
gasses out so hard that multiple horses pass her before she gets the finish line.
She winds up 7th place. Her name doesn't even appear on the scoreboard, is how bad she lost there.
Alright, so 2 dreams dead. What a way to go.
She can no longer be a Triple Crown horse, and she can no longer be undefeated. All her goals, done. It's over. Back in the locker rooms, we learn, Teo, your leg, it's shaking. She has succumbed to another fracture in the same leg.
It happened again.
It happened again. So now we have a more somber recovery period. Is that
it hits a little harder when it's both like the other half of your dream dying, and you like barely started to get momentum back before losing again, and you lost your big rival fight. It's you lost everything. That's a fat L.
This is where the not the coping. I don't think the coping starts yet.
No. The big cope is a bit later. It's I think it's after the rice arc, and that we get the big cope.
Yeah.
But we still need some pretty good copium here.
Yeah, Tokateo is now left without a goal.
Engaging in like one of the other aspects of this type of story of like aimlessness and like trying to find your purpose in your sport when you don't have like the chance to do your original goal. A lot of sports anime have this arc often after taking the first big L of the protagonist questioning themselves and wondering, oh god, can I deal with more of this feeling right now? Oh, I've got other things going on too. Is it worth it to continue this sports thing? It's an arc that is gone into, and my brain went to the shallowest of criticism of this, which is, man, Ippo did this so good, which isn't good criticism because Ippo's the best. But that's just where my brain went when this little mini saga started. And it does it fine. It just doesn't do it as good as others have.
It does it fine, but
it's still better than season 1, but like it's fine.
This does it good, but it doesn't do it as good as the best sports anime ever.
Yeah, that's the genius criticism you'll find here at Dude Get In. Not the number one greatest thing I've ever seen in the world. Kinda ass.
So during her recovery period, she's relegated to being the quote unquote team captain. You know, cooking all the food, cleaning all the shoes and towels and all that.
Yeah, washing everyone's stinky socks, all that stuff. She's having so much fun.
And then they send her off to a clinic or sauna. They sent her off to the McQueen Sanatorium, which the name alone gives me like asylum energy. Because I'm pretty sure that's what asylums used to be called, sanatoriums. But no, it's just like a privately owned clinic.
Yeah, it's like a sanatorium is just an established medical treatment place for people who have like a chronic illness or something, or who have like something with a long recovery time.
Mm-hmm.
But because it almost sounds like sanity. Like you assume it's that kind of place.
Yeah, but no, it's not that kind of place. We're just here to heal up.
Yeah, these aren't the most mentally ill horses. Those are other characters.
But more importantly than just recovering the leg, we need to get her motivation back up. So McQueen is there.
Questions about their reasons for racing, and this is when it like kind of shifts from the whole like what do you do when you lose your goal and take your first big L's, to more of the focus on just the spirit of rivalry in sport.
Your goals may be gone, but I'm still here.
Yeah, I still want to kick your ass. That's your goal, bitch.
I may have beaten you in a 3,200 meter race, my specialty. I haven't beaten you in your specialty.
Yes, then I can truly flex and emote on your corpse.
Tokateo, you may think it's over, but you and me, we're not done. So get up off your ass and back on the track.
And by back on the track, I mean into this doctor's office. No, you don't have to consent. They're going to stab you with needles.
One of the many running bits of this season is McQueen's doctor. He shows up, he goes,
"Hello, I'm the doctor."
Hello, I'm the doctor. Why are you holding a needle? I'm the doctor.
Yeah, in fact, we can stop here and just acknowledge there's a lot of like small bits and background character gags in this. Like a weird amount. Every time there's a major race, there's a lady trying to get a haircut, but there's a moment that makes them gasp in the middle, so a big chunk of hair just gets snipped off. and she wears progressively larger helmets to prevent the fuck ups, to the point she eventually shows up in a full motorcycle helmet.
Why'd you even show up for a haircut?
Yeah, it's weird, and the fact that this is over the course of 3 years, which you only know if you're really paying attention to every like recovery period, is so nuts because it's always the same lady with the same haircut lady, to the point where it almost pretends to be an arc. You'll occasionally see like 4 Josuke cosplayers hanging out outside a convenience store watching a race on their phone. Nothing really happens. They just dress and act a bit like Josuke. And they don't even get a bit until the very last race, when one of them one gets their hair snipped off because I think they went to be in the crowd, and Barber Lady is just snipping at random in the crowd. And another one just places the bet, nah, ain't no way that one will win. I'll shave bald if they win. And just all these weird background bits that don't serve any purpose, but by the end of the season, you can name at least a couple of them off the top of your head because they just kept coming back. It doesn't add a lot, but it's kind of charming.
Yeah, it's kind of charming. So, since we're on the topic of the bit background characters, let's acknowledge all the side and supporting characters. There's of course
sure, yeah.
There's of course Team Spica with Gold Ship, Special Week, Vodka.
Yeah, that's the most important one.
The Special Week is the most important one. Vodka, Scarlet.
Yeah, fuck you.
And on the phone, Suzuka, because she's not dead. She's just in America.
We didn't mention the actual career of the horse Silent Suzuka ends with a gun on the track, and the anime decided against that and faked a couple extra races for her to get a quote-unquote satisfying ending for her. But now they're trying to be more accurate to careers, so we can't have her in post-mortem races. Oh, she's off in America. Look, she's on my FaceTime. See how not dead she is? It's her.
Yeah, I will briefly go back and talk about that now. So in real life, Silent Suzuka had injured her leg, and like in the anime, slowed down and lied down, allowing the jockey to get off safely. Because usually the horses panic and they fall, and the jockey is injured. Suzuka is notable because she slowed down, allowing the jockey to get out free and safely. And her injury was so bad that they had to put her down on the track then and there. So the notable thing of season 1 is that she did not die. Her life continues on, and she's able to do a couple more races. Mm-hmm. What if this legendary horse did not die?
Yes, a truly great what if. My great what if, and I mentioned this the first time that we recorded this, is what if they had the balls to just play it out as it happened? How much more interesting would Special Week be in subsequent seasons if her first season ended with her just having to watch them come out onto the track with the gun and just see it all go down and just live with it?
I think that's a bit too much.
I think that would have been way better.
That's a bit too much for this show.
Yeah, it's not the kind of point that this show serves. But I'm just saying, historic accuracy matters.
So there's this.
Leave a comment if you agree with my alternate timeline. I think that would have been.
Should they have executed Silent Suzuka? Yes or no?
Yeah, and make Special Week watch specifically.
So there's also this B team made up of a couple of horses that sometimes they win, but for the most part, they can manage a second or third place.
Yeah, one of them, Orange Hair Glasses Chan, is sort of built up for like 2 shots to be like, oh man, that might be one to watch out for. She's not. She's nothing. The rest of the team just kind of exists, except for second best girl of the season,
Twin Turbo,
who's awesome. She's awesome because she sucks. She's coming at you with Demon Empress from Mushoku Tensei energy, but can't back any of it up because she just says, well, yeah, it's a race. I'm going to go as fast as I can and then gas out.
Twin Turbo exists to bring in Gremlin energy and also be part of the one of the top 3 moments of the season later on.
Yeah, we have a list of 3 specific moments that are awesome in this season, and Twin Turbo gets hers, making her by default one of the best characters.
And the next supporting character, which we will go into detail here, being Rice Shower and her rival Mihono Bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So After Tokateo is regains her motivation, we are currently in the second year of her career, and there's a new generation of horses coming in. One of them being Mihono Bourbon, and the other being Rice Shower. Mihono Bourbon,
Right.
just like Tokateo, is undefeated and has just won her second crown.
Yes.
She is
Training and mostly behaving in interviews like a robot. Very no nonsense to the point. Being trained notably by Kazuma Kiryu, the Dragon of Dojima, in the middle of one of his side stories, training horse girls.
it kind of ends like a side story too.
It's totally a thing he would do in a side story.
Rush Hour is a horse girl that, over the course of a couple episodes that we have been seeing, is shadowing Bourbon, training alongside her, following her, trying to learn what she's like until the day of the third crown. Everything looks like Mihono Bourbon is going to win her third crown and become the second ever undefeated Triple Crown horse. However,
not if Best Girl has anything to say about it.
Rice Shower snipes the win just out of nowhere. This horse that wasn't really all that notable has just won the third crown.
I forget, was it this one where she also just set a new record for the track?
No. It's the later one.
Or was it the other one?
The other one.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, just shows up and nobody expects a thing. Fuck your Triple Crown. Mine. Oh, people were expecting the
People
that
were
was
expecting
bad.
and excited for an undefeated Triple Crown. So her arc is I have ruined the expectations of the fans and of the other horse girl. I don't like this feeling. I don't like what it feels to ruin something for someone else.
Yeah, and have the entire crowd like just launch their disappointment onto me for being the cause.
Like not even like explicitly boo, just like be
It's
disappointed.
like, oh man.
Man, if
This girl, if she wasn't near, God, man, it would have been so cool. And Rice Shower is the most inherently interesting of the characters that get focused in the season because it's still the topic of like losing your streak, your goal, your dream or whatever, but from the opposite side. And like, what if there was an existential crisis from the opposite side, the person who won where you thought you were supposed to, but it still sucked? That's like probably one of the most like creative angles to come at that with, considering how many times it's been done in other series, which again, credit to them for finding interesting ways to write about these multiple careers that happened at the same time and stay accurate to how the race results actually went and find themes that they can tie in throughout the entirety of a 3-year career, because that really did happen with the horse rice shower, and we want to have these 2 or 3 themes go throughout for all our major characters through this entire arc, and we have like 3 different characters we're trying to really focus on. Like, being able to keep thematically consistent from different angles through all that takes something, man. That takes writing creativity, and I gotta applaud them on finding the angle with Rice. On top of Rice just being the best in other ways, because she got that aura, bro. Oh, we didn't mention in our background character bits, I don't even know if it was supposed to be a bit, but there's just one horse girl in an earlier race. I don't even know her name. She doesn't even win the race where this happens, but for some reason, in like nearly every shot that she's shown in, she just has visible, like almost ultra instinct aura around her body.
Yeah. I also forgot about
Isn't
this
that
one.
an important horse at all? There's just someone in the background who not even in the shots focused on, like a pull away shot where you can see 9 horse girls just casually walking up to the gate. She has this aura and doesn't even win the race. It feels like a bit they set up and forgot to do a punchline for.
That horse girl had won a horse race that we saw on the TV, and then we see her again at the it's at the Spring Tenno show.
But I had to bring up aura before we move on with Rice Shower.
So the next notable
Yeah.
race that Rice Shower will participate in is the third Tenno show. The second that we see, but it's
That's McQueen's race.
It is the McQueen's third Tenno show.
But wait, Pig, word through the grapevine is Rice Shower doesn't even want to do this race anymore.
Like,
what's that about?
Well, why not? I want to race against her. She seems really strong.
Like, my rival's not racing in this one. I need a good race. Why is the best racer in the race not gonna race? all right, team, go find out. And Rice expresses the whole I hate disappointing the entire crowd by winning too hard. I'm considering just like not doing so many races, despite apparently all horse girls have the urge to race just naturally within them. That is stated 2 or 3 times in this season. I'm considering just fighting that instinct so as to not deal with everyone's disappointment when I smoke their favorite horse girl. And team the Spica girls, they try, all the classic techniques to try and convince her.
Just sneak up on her, approach her directly.
Yes, kidnap her and tie her to a chair. Flirt? Question mark? Man, we can't figure this out. Hey, you know what? You know what theme has been going on besides the taking your L's? Rivals. Hey, I see a rival over there.
It isn't
Let's go
until
talk to her.
It isn't until Mihono Bourbon expresses her adoration for Rice Shower that it gets her motivated and pumped up again to race.
Yeah, just by the happenstance of Teo happened to sit at the same bench as her while taking a break from riding Gold Ship's Segway. And they're just like, oh, hey, yeah, I didn't get my triple either. But man, the horses that beat us are so cool. That's it. This is what led to the epiphany of you gotta go tell Rice Shower how cool she is. Let's spend 4 hours chasing her through the whole school grounds.
There are some funny bits in this hijinks chasing.
Yeah. This is the first bit of like hijinks gags that I was actually smiling and kind of chuckling at. Further proving that Rice Shower is the best and the show is at its best when Rice Shower is around. But yeah, we get a good few hours of hijinks there. The battery of the Segway dies by the time we finally catch up to her. And God, I am blanking on Rice's rival's name again.
Mihono Bourbon.
Bourbon, yes. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of horse girls, and only some of them matter. So I lose track sometimes. But yeah, Bourbon gives her spiel and grows a real personality now that she's not the constantly winning robot, and I immediately like her. She's like, no, you're awesome. So I'll let you know what's up so you can get back to racing. Quit bitching and run, girl. And she's like, what? That's what my trainer told me. It's great.
It's a good bit.
But then they have their real heart-to-heart after that. But it works. Rice Shower's in.
Rice Shower is so in. She now starts shadowing and training alongside McQueen.
Yes, for a few days there, before it's determined, no, you know what? The only thing they talk about when they're teaching us classes in school is run. I'm just gonna run. And she skips school for like 4 days or something before the race and does nothing but I wake up, I run, I eat, I run, I change shoes because I wore out an entire pair of shoes. All right, now I run, go to sleep so that I can wake up and run again for like days on end. She goes through like 17 pairs of shoes. It's nuts. She comes back having unlocked the Satsui no Hado. And I say that as a bit. She literally shows up to the racetrack after having not been seen by anyone for like a week. And she has the menacing dark aura. She may as well have the JoJo kanji floating off of her.
Like she is so menacing and aura filled that it puts McQueen on edge.
Yeah, and she also like has the blue eye glowing, which, as it turns out, that's just a reference to how like she was actually advertised as a racehorse in Japan at the time in the 90s, which is cool and stylish and whatnot, but also, as Editing Pig will now display, makes her look like Anime Sans Undertale.
It's a little bit of Anime Sans Undertale.
I think it's funny to draw that comparison, but to me, that's the Dark Hado. But yeah, they get on the racehorse. McQueen's like, what the hell happened here? Why she got this aura? Is too anxious, like, in her presence to even, like, enter the gate on her own. And even when she's locked in and running just in a straight line, Rice isn't even in her field of view while she runs. And she's like, I can feel her there, looking at me, running right there. I know she's here to get me.
McQueen is speeding up, but Rice Shower's right on her tail. She's not gaining anything on her.
Not even a bit. The aura persists. The blue glowing eye has like a cool light streak follow it. I don't know how you match up to that. Side note, she also has the most visually striking by comparison design of the series being the only one wearing black and having one of those anime hats that always sits at an angle, and a fucking knife. She just has a knife for
Yeah,
some reason, and it's called the Black Assassin.
yeah. Every like Uma design is like it's very like bright and colorful, and everything is
Rice
like
Shower
more
shows
on
up
like
in all black, one eye covered.
yeah. You see a
It's
lot of reds, a lot of whites, a lot of yellows, a lot of like bright colors. If you see a blue, it's like a lighter blue. Red Shower is in black and purple, a little bit of red. She of course has her iconic dagger.
Yeah, she has a literal like murderous weapon. Has the only like black focused outfit. Has one eye colored like an anime edgelord, or one eye covered rather. And then shows up glowing like she has the Satsui no Hado that Akuma uses to definitely not kill people. Like like and McQueen can sense the murderous intent like flowing out of her. Like I'm pretty sure McQueen thought for a second, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna actually die here. Because you can see why she'd think this. But yeah, as McQueen, who was like believed said to be the favorite for the race, because of course she is. She's like, I'm pouring on the gas. I'm not gaining. I'm not gaining. I can still feel the aura right there. And Rice pours it on harder. Like you get a shot where she's starting to gain a bit. It's almost neck and neck. Oh, the wind in her face pushes the hair off her other eye. You see both the blue glowing eyes, and she screams in effort to overtake McQueen and win the fucking race, disappointing everyone again. It's the best. The best. This is the best horse girl and the best race. Until I watch more. Apparently, Tachyon is quite good, but for now, this is best girl.
And like her other races, the crowd reacts similarly.
Like,
This
oh no.
this could have been McQueen's third Tenno show. She would have gone into legend had she won that. If only this other horse just wasn't here.
Rice Shower has to come and snipe someone's dream. Oh man, everyone's disappointed once again.
So
oh man, I hate this. You know who doesn't hate it? All the other horse girls in the race who were like, nah, respect on that. That went so hard. And her, like some of the teams on the sidelines and trainers are the only ones that clap. You don't even get the generic, like, the whole crowd recognizes we should clap now out of respect. No, there's like 30 people max in this crowd of hundreds or maybe thousands that are clapping. And that's all she gets.
But and it's the 30 that really matter. More than
Yeah.
more than putting on a good show for the crowd, more than having them clap for you, it's the people around her that are cheering her on and congratulating her. That is so much bigger than a crowd of people.
And that was also addressed like at the school, because part of the whole like, oh, everyone hates me like arc that she was having was as she was being chased and trying to hide from people, she overheard multiple times people being like, oh, Rice Shower's in the next wave. Man, did you see her snipe that victory last time? Dude, she's awesome. Like her having to learn that the other horse girls around her do think she's cool. Like, yeah, the crowd isn't always gonna like it, but the ones who know ball, and they respect that shit.
Back to the locker room. We have one final encounter with Bourbon.
It's like, yeah, I guess I'm the heel of the horse girl racing world. I don't like crushing dreams and stealing people's victories. And Bourbon has to point out the obvious of, that's what a race is, idiot.
It's your...
She doesn't call her an idiot, but like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's the defined way that it goes.
It's your dream against the others. If you're gonna win, you're gonna be crushing someone else's dreams.
Crush more dreams. You should be the best heel.
That is competition.
I like that. It's not an invalid thing to focus on, but I kind of like I guess I'll compare it to Ippo again, because again, it's the best at like the emotional arcs that naturally occur in sports anime. And I'm not even gonna like say Ippo did it so much better. It just does it a lot more because it's almost every fight is the path in Ippo for almost every fight is, you see, like, what's got Ippo so emotionally invested. You see the training arc. You see some of the casual life at home. Maybe there's some personal drama or something. And then you also see the other guy. And you meet them. You see what they're all about. Usually they're a pretty nice dude, or at least likable. And half the time you want to root for them, too. Like, you don't want either of the guys to lose by the time you hit the end of an Ippo fight. And, like, you're hyped for the fight you just saw, but you're also a little bit sad that one of them had to lose that. Mm-hmm. Like in the end. And that is That is a really great thing that Ebo does consistently, and this not being a like 200 episode series like Ebo, like at least taking the time out to make sure, all right, this character, we're gonna focus on that aspect specifically. I enjoy that. Best girl. And now back to our main rivalry. We had our 3 episodes of the Rice Show done now.
We are close to our recovery. We can start training again. Oh
Oh
man,
man, I love training.
there's a race I can race McQueen in that's coming up soon. I better get ready.
Oh, I love racing McQueen. Man, these are two of my favorite things: training to race McQueen and racing McQueen. Let's go. Oh, my legs feel so light. Have they ever felt this light before? Oh my god, feels good to run on my leg that's not broken.
The third injury
Dang it!
in the middle of training, she breaks her other leg.
Was it the other leg or was it the same one?
No, it was the other leg. The first two were the same
It was
leg.
the
The,
other.
the third one was the other leg.
Yeah, because I remember the doctor's appointment where like he almost has a hand on shoulder moment of you realize this is the third time in as many years, right? You have a trend of this. You might not be able to run fast. Like that just might not be in the cards for you because this keeps happening.
This episode is the denial episode. It may be the third broken leg, but I'll just recover again. I might have missed out on this next race with McQueen, but that's fine. There's more races to race against her in.
I've healed twice already.
I can
Like,
heal a
come
third
on.
time.
I'm so good at that.
Oh hey, there's some
Hand on
fans.
shoulder.
Hey, there's some fans that want an autograph and a picture. Wow, Tokaitel, we used to root for you. Oh, you used to root for me? Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Well, when was your last race? Oh, again, two of like the background characters that keep appearing that we didn't list. There's two little like Munchkin horse girls. They're like they look like they're like 8 or something, and each of them like their favorite active racer is one of the two rivals, and they keep like coming up and talking to the girls here and there to be like, "Oh man, you're the best. Oh, I hope you win the next one." After Teo starts having to sit down and really think about her racing career, one of the scenes that we cut to when we're not focused on Teo is the little horse girl that roots for her being like, I know she hasn't raced in forever. I'm making her this good luck charm so that, like, she heals so good and is gonna race so fast. She's gonna love my good luck charm. You watch.
At the end of this denial episode, hey McQueen, you're training late. Hey Teo, you're recovering good, aren't you? Hey, why didn't you time me? She's watching McQueen run. She can visualize herself running next to her, behind her, and even in her mind, she's not catching up, and the gap is widening.
The reality is setting in. I might never be able to run at speeds like that again. And look at her just doing it. Can I even be a rival at this point? Eyes filling with tears to the point she can't even like actually click the timer. She just lets it sink in, like standing there as McQueen's just turning around. So how fast was I? Yo, what was my time? Did you click it?
And in comes the Cope episode.
Oh, it's the hardest cope. This is weapons grade shit. I'm gonna have so much free time to just hang out if I'm not racing you guys.
Teo has decided to officially resign and retire. Well, I'm gonna go.
He's not even mad though, guys.
I'll go get some honey. I'll play at the arcade. I'll play that crane game.
Do some karaoke. I can do so much. Look at all this free time for activity.
She's walking. She's walking. You know, having a good time. And oh, were days always this long?
Time not flying like it once did. Oh, it's setting in.
What's that? You made me a good luck charm. Sorry, I'm retiring.
Oh,
I'm not gonna run anymore.
I don't even run no more, kid. Hate to disappoint, but you know, she gets to the point of like trying to accept everything and cope as well as she can. Where she goes, well, you know, there's this like kind of concert event coming up. I'll do the official announcement of retirement. I will do one last like pop idol song because that's a thing we do for some reason. I'll do one last song and announce the retirement and, you know, give everyone like a nice fun send off at least.
Hey, here's that horse girl whose name I never remember.
Yeah, double turbo, right?
Yeah, a double booster, she calls her.
Double boost. Oh, and Twin Turbo just mad You didn't even get one of the words right. Man, we're rivals. I said so like 6 months ago.
Yeah, one of the running bits with Twin Turbo is her unrequited rivalry with Tokai Teo. They have never participated in a
Despite
race
them never
together.
racing against each other.
They've never raced against each other before or after. But Twin Turbo obviously looks up to Tokai Teo and wants to compete against her.
Yeah, and throws a child's tantrum upon realizing that Teo is about to retire and announce it to the world. Which, like, yeah, gremlin child who is too immature to process anything correctly. Yeah, tantrum. That tracks. But at the same time, Teo's sitting there trying to huff the copium, but has to hear how hard this hits someone who thought of her as, like, this great racer worth initiating a rivalry with. And it just hits. And it gets capped off with, now I'll show you. I'm gonna win my next race specifically just to show you wanting it bad enough can make it happen. I'm gonna show you.
So,
scheduling error. She will be performing her concert while you race. She literally can't possibly see it.
The B team devises a plan. On the day of the retirement concert. On the day of the retirement concert, everyone in the crowd does not want her to retire. The trainer is there.
Her trainer initiates it and is the first one to start yelling, okay, I realize I'm being a selfish asshole here. Don't retire, girl. I want you to race. And everyone follows up, including that one little girl.
The little munchkin horse.
Yeah.
The feed has been
to the screen behind her.
The feed has been hijacked. The B team has
masked and jumped everyone in the AV team to steal the audio feed to change it to the live stream of Twin Turbo's race. Who is finally getting her W because fuck you, Teo. Believing does make it happen.
So a thing with the horse Twin Turbo is they would always race at full speed the entire time.
It's a race. I'm supposed to go fast, right? I'm just gonna go fast.
If you look at that horse's races, they're always at the very front with a very significant lead. More often than not, the horse gasses out and loses the race. But this race was one of the...
At this point in the show, we have seen her win literally one minor race so far. Every other mention of her racing, it was an L.
Yeah, it was always the same story. You're always charging forward and then you gas out. This is one of the rare moments where the horse's stamina kept up, and she wins this race, calling out Tokai Teo. This is what it looks like when you don't give up. It is the top 3 moment.
The race goes so hard that the horses on the student council start going, what the hell? Who committed a crime and hijacked our feed? And Empress Rudolph goes, nah, it's cool. I signed off on this. No, she didn't. She just thought it was that cool. We're just lying. It's sick.
This is all for the sake of Tokai Teo.
This is the second of our 3 big that was awesome moments of the series. Twin Turbo winning the race on the hijacked feed just to prove you wrong is awesome. And Teo sees it after hearing like all these people in the crowd like tell her not to give up. She's like, all right, you win. I'm not race again.
I'm not fucking leaving.
She ain't leave. She ain't done. I got one more in me.
She got one more in her. Just one last race of the year. The last possible race of my career. It's the Arima Keenan in December. It's my last chance. Not only to race, but
in that race too?
But to race McQueen. Hell yeah, McQueen's gonna be there. I'm recovering so nice.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I've recovered so well I can train again. McQueen, come on!
Oh man, and McQueen's been training too. This is gonna be. We're gonna end the whole season on the rival race that we've been trying to have for like a year and a half. We're gonna end the season on it. How's McQueen's training going?
Oh, she's at the doctor. What's going on?
No, her leg feels funny. It can't be that big a deal.
Unfortunately.
Oh. I diagnose you with no running disease.
Major McQueen is unfortunately diagnosed with a hereditary disease called degenerative suspensory ligament dismitis.
No running disease. That's what we're going with.
As time passes, the ligaments on her ankles will degrade and degenerate. And if she were to race again, she could ruin her leg to a point where she would not even be able to walk.
Yes, more run equal more pain. So she's fine for now and could probably live a normal life if instead of horse race girl, she just lived as a girl. But she got that drive. She's got the rivals back. We got to have the one last race.
Oh no,
I'm going out to the track. Fuck you.
She's making it worse.
Like
in
10
her
minutes into her like rainy track practice, she's like stumbling and falling down and can barely stand when she recovers.
Tokateo arrives, and they have their "I'm sorry, I couldn't be a suitable rival for you. Fate is working against us. We will never have our moment."
And they even have the little, "You can't understand what I'm dealing with. I'm being stopped from this race I need to win because of this stupid injury. I'm talking to Teo." She's like, "Yeah, we're finally even."
Everything that Tokateo has been feeling throughout this entire season hits McQueen all at once like a truck.
Yeah, because again, our story starts like when I think Teo was like 6 or 7 races into her career proper, 2 crowns in, and then we get an injury. So like, what, 6, 9 months? Like, Teo's been like dealing with injury and recovery on repeat for the last year and a half at least. Now all of a sudden it's on the other foot, and McQueen realizes, oh, I gotta carry this weight now. Oh my god, this is rough. And she just kind of has to accept it is what it is. Teo's gonna run, and I might not be able to. And even Teo has to accept that I might not recover to the point of being as fast as I was. My legs might not be built for that kind of speed I used to have. But at least she'll be in the race.
With no hope of winning. With no hope of winning the race.
We build up to our race with no hope. Yeah. All the side characters, the background characters are getting hype. The whole 3rd generation of horses showed up. The Josuke crew is betting their haircuts on Teo losing.
They're betting their haircuts on the very slim chance she wins.
It's nuts. The commentators are pointing out, we do popularity polls here and there. Teo's still like the 4th most popular because she was that cool at her peak. She's still like number 4 in these rankings. That's kind of nuts. Oh man, we hope she puts on a good show today.
So, Tokateo is not at her peak anymore. In this race, there are very strong horses.
Nah, she's just hanging in there.
There is Rice Shower, 3 new horses of this generation, as well as various other horses that we've seen, that we've followed along throughout the season. They're various like supporting and bit characters. They don't have much going on except for like a couple of comedy bits. They're here and there. They win a couple of races in the background. But the notable thing is that...
there's one pair that I want to shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe her name's Palmer, and her weird blue streak hair bestie, whose name I couldn't even be bothered to remember. The season has this weird issue where, like, because it focuses on real careers, other horses were also having, like, some good streaks, and the show wants to try to acknowledge that, but it means nothing because these horses don't matter in the story that the season is trying to tell, but because they have to give screen time to other horses that were doing well at the time, it's kind of trying to trick you into thinking these horses matter when they did. Don't. It's a weird, can't seem to like fully justify, but like you get this subplot that is in the background through the entire season of Palmer's like, how do I be a good, successful horse girl, race? Yes. I'll go into this tent where another student will tell me my future. Find a rival bestie to run with, and then you'll do real good. All right, walks outside. First girl she sees. All right, we're best friends now. Let's race. And it works. She just starts winning races. Like, pretty frequently, just by, literally the twin turbo strat of, I'm going to run fast and get in front, and then I'm just going to hold that lead.
She does it smarter than twin turbo, and has the stamina to back it up.
Yeah. But, like, a lot of screen time goes to this. It never pays off in any sort of art. It just takes time away from everything else going on, because it has to. Mm-hmm. And I never understand why we have to care.
She's there. She's in that race.
She's there.
But, the
most there she could possibly be.
The more notable horses in this race is the horses that came in this year, during this 3rd year for Tokateo, being Uh,
Yeah.
Three particular horses referred to as B and W. The most notable one is Biwa Haihide as the B in B and W. Each horse has won a
Right.
crown individually. Biwa winning the third crown. Not only did she win that third crown, but she set a record for that race. So like this horse is a big deal. She is the most popular to win this race. She's
Yeah,
young.
you thought
She's
Rice Shower smoking McQueen was a big deal? Like, this is the girl that smoked that record that Rice Shower set. This is a big deal.
No, Rashauer set a record in the Tenno show where she beat McQueen. Biwa
Oh, the
set
Tenno.
yeah the Tenno show. Biwa set the
Oh,
record for the third crown. Separate
I thought
records,
Tenno
but
show was the third crowd.
no. The Tenno show is a separate race, unrelated to the crowns.
Oh, it's not a man. I don't know. I guess I'm a fake fan of the races. I don't know nothing. I only played some of that horse mobile game, and then I got bored.
But regardless, like any horse in this
She set a
race,
record.
yeah, any horse in this race can potentially win, except Tokai Teo.
Yeah,
She
you'd be
got
stupid to bet on her.
like she's in the race and she's the fourth most popular, but like her popularity comes from her just being a well-regarded horse. She's got no chance of winning, but people
Yeah.
like her a lot.
Yeah, that's pass. Yeah, she's old and busted. This is the new hotness she's up against.
The race starts and
Right.
it's as expected.
Yeah, Taylor's just kind of hanging in there. You know, people are happy for her showing up and being in the race. No
But-
one's expecting like any come from behind.
Yeah. We cut to McQueen, who
McQueen
is
can't even bring herself to show up.
yeah. We cut to McQueen, who is sitting outside the stadium listening to the race.
Too much of a coward to watch with her own eyes. She's like, I can't be there. I'll watch on my phone from out here. It's too much. I can't bear to see the fat L she's sure to take.
But in her heart, she knows Teo would be there for her. I should be there for her.
Yeah, I really ought to.
right.
Eventually, she works up some courage, hobbles in.
From her point of view,
How's it looking when she walks in?
From her point of view, we get a shot of the race. It is the final leg of the race. As expected, Biwa Hayahida is in the lead, but right behind her, someone who no one expected.
Who's behind her? Oh my god. I could never possibly guess from the way you're setting this up.
Even to the announcer's shock, Tokai Teo is right behind Biwa Hayahide. What?
Hell, Unk still got it?
Ugg still got it.
Oh, and like we even get inner monologue of her feeling like she's still just hanging in there. The limbs are heavy. She does not feel light like she used to. She doesn't feel fast like she used to. But by God, she's in second place somehow. She's doing it.
My legs feel heavy. My lungs are burning, but I gotta win. Let's fucking go. Revs up her engines.
Does in every fight when he's like, oh.
Oxygenate your muscles.
Oxygenate your muscle. Oh man, it hurts, but my legs still move. I can lift my arms. I guess I'm in the fight.
Snap cut to every supporting character, shocked and amazed that she's might be able to pull this off. We get the haircut gang. We got the
girl's getting a haircut.
The Josuke's.
One Josuke's hair's getting snipped off. The other one's like, oh no.
We cut to some people we never even seen
A bunch of
before.
girl horses are screaming.
We cut to some people we haven't even seen before, like a group of elderly people watching. They're cheering. The doctor is cheering. The doctor that had to tell her that she can no longer run. He's there. He's watching. He's cheering. At the last spurt, Teo thinks about everything that's happened. She's failed multiple times. There, and there. More than anyone else. But she has to win this. Defying all odds, this horse wins this race. She beat the number one in her condition. And I want to put extra like notice on like what this horse like went through. This is Tokai Teo's first race in 364 days.
Again, historically accurate to the real career.
Yes. After
Like,
this,
it wasn't exaggeration when people are going, "Oh yeah, I used to root for you." You know, when you were in races, like it has been that long.
like in terms of like sports and just recovering from an injury, like this is unprecedented. Like being off the saddle for a year, not being in the zone for that long and still inching out a win. That's crazy.
It's nuts. It's one of the best things about competition in sports or even in video games. Anything where you can feel that competitive spirit, like really get in there. You see like these miracle comebacks at the end of like a season or a big tournament. You see like in all things, in horse racing, in sports,
Basketball, combat
in like
sports, what
fighting,
have you.
even in fighting game careers. Fighting game careers have whole storylines, man.
Like it
It's great.
feels like a made up story.
Like you would be called corny if you described this arc to your friends as like a show you wanted to pitch to someone.
And
But
if you
sometimes it happens.
like if you approach this as just an anime, then yeah, this is like the story of an inspirational story of in an anime, inspirational sports story in an anime. But it was real. All of this happened.
Yeah.
This horse is real, and this is what really happened to this horse. And that's something so notable about this series. Like, just its dedication to the authenticity of its source material. All of these races really happened, and these are the real results of these races.
Yeah, like that one inaccuracy for the sake of not depressing everyone in season 1, they kind of ended that like with that one decision. After that, as far as I know, everything else they ever do as far as race results is accurate.
Season 2 onward is the real races.
And again, I said it earlier, like finding narrative through lines and trying to invent like characters and coherent arcs between them, just based on like the habits and race results of real horses. That you can't like saying that horse was the rich girl and this one was the plucky little airhead. Like it's arbitrary. It's something that like it fits for some of the horses. Goldship actually was that much of a weirdo. But a lot of this is just they look at like habits that were known to be exhibited by some of these horses and results and be like, okay, we got to make a story out of this. What do we do? And finding narrative through lines to put in. Again, they had like 3 major themes through this whole arc, and they were able to address them in a smooth way across 3 like essential protagonists in a way that worked. Like this story didn't blow me away. It's not gonna be listed in any of my favorite anythings, but I really gotta respect that just for what they were able to pull off in the context of historically accurate horse races. That being said, one of the only disappointments of the season was a misconception that I had, because I was told by other people when I first started watching, oh yeah, season 1 is like the mid rough one, but they get budget later. And oh man, look at these GIFs that are posted on like Twitter and Discord all the time. And this was right when the phone game started really popping off, and like that season and movie and shit were all happening. People started freaking out about Tachyon. And I'm like, oh, okay, so when I eventually watch season 2, then the budget will kick in. No.
Yeah,
the budget kicks in for 2 pop performances and not much else.
Yeah, I unfortunately misinformed you on that. There is some budget increase, but not like a significant amount from season 1 to 2.
Yeah, there were parts of, and there is some like pretty decently done animation and cinematography in like, because this is of course what we just described was the 3rd on the big cool moments list. That and the Rice Shower race are legitimately well done and have some good cinematography and pretty alright animation to it. The rest of the races, like as far as animation goes, are just kind of mid. Like, we laughed in our Discord watch through at how, like, if it wasn't a close-up shot of a particular horse girl, a lot of the times they just show the group running by using canned animations and shitty 3D models, and we couldn't tell if those were, like, phone game models or not.
And
because of the timeline of when this came out.
And I don't believe they are from the phone game. I think the phone game ones look better.
Yeah, I don't know. The phone game ones might look better. Like, we'd have to really, like, bring out the magnifying glass and check it out, and I don't think either of us care enough to do that. But it's the fact that we had that conversation tells you all you need to know about the quality of these races. They go from subpar to that was pretty all right. It's the storytelling that shined through in the end on this one. It was not like, oh shit, you gotta see this race. You don't. You gotta witness the story is what you gotta do for this season.
There's 2 races.
The next one has budget.
There's 2 races where you can go, you gotta see this race within this season.
Yeah, you got to see this horse activate the Satsui no Hado and casually Masatsu your protagonist.
To my memory, season 3 does not use any 3D models.
All right, that's cool.
And then after that, it's the OVA, which has a very good budget, and then the movie, which has, of course, a movie budget, and the currently airing Cinderella Grey anime, which is on its 2nd season.
Okay, so 3 will be another marginal upgrade, and then we get that real good shit after that.
Yes.
Okay, so if I either cave to curiosity or have a sequel episode of the podcast to this where I have to watch season 3, then I guess I'll see something a little bit better. But for this one, the animation wasn't quite there. For the most part, the some of the side characters or like weird pulls and focuses didn't work. Like the whole Palmer thing, of course, happened like with the real horses, but narratively was entirely pointless and added nothing to the story. This that like there's plenty of flaws that can be pointed out here, but overall it was still a good time and a solid recommend from Pig. Definitely better than season one. Once again, yo, fuck you, Special Week. Get off my fucking screen. I don't care I don't care that Suzuka's not dead. Like the show knows how much Special Week sucks because her only job in this season is to hold up her smartphone to tell you that Suzuka's not dead. Until the last race where she's like, I'm here in person for no reason now. It's the finale. I guess I get to be drawn in the scene.
And so after the race, we fast forward to the future. Those two Munchkin horses are now attending the high school. We will see their story in season 3. But before we sign off, here's Tokateo and here's McQueen having one last race together for themselves with no crowds watching.
Yeah, let's just do it. One more just for us. We don't see any results. We just know that they got to settle it.
It ending just like Rocky 3 is pretty funny to me.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid way to go out. I still like chuckle at the fact that okay, so like you like graduated. Why are you still at the school? Like you're done.
Like okay, so
I know for a fact that you're done.
Okay,
why is Rudolph still here?
This last bit because it's like why you're still here. So Symbolic Rudolph had her career in the early 80s, and this season is races from the early 90s. Just like 7 to 10 year difference here. The Cinderella girl.
We need this character there physically for Teo to look up to, so you can justify it for that. But the passage of time just means nothing in this show, really.
The Cinderella Grey.
Means nothing.
The Cinderella Grey anime, that's races from the late 80s. The season 3, that's races from the 2010s. The movie is the year 2000. The movie is the year 2000.
Time means nothing. It doesn't matter if your career is done. You still go to the school and talk about races. You're never going to be seen racing again. What are you talking about racing?
You are now a supporting character.
Yeah, you're taking classes for what? What are you learning to do? Take more classes?
They allegedly learn regular school stuff.
You never see it. All they ever talk about when you hear a teacher speak is running. It's funny. It's one of those things where a sport is the most important thing in the entire world in the context of a sports anime focused on it. And the world building to justify that doesn't always exist. It just is. The world exists to justify horse racing. That's all you need to know. So if a horse girl is here, she's gonna go to this school. Okay, but that one doesn't even race. Horse girls go to this school. That's the rule. Shut up.
Listen, just because she's not racing now doesn't mean she'll race later. Maybe she raced in the past, but she's there.
Yeah. How is she still like 17 years old? Don't worry about that.
We know there are like older horse girls.
Council president at 38 years old.
We know there are like adult horse girls. We see some. Like whenever we flash back to the current horse girls when they were young, when they were like 5, we see their mom horse girl. What horse is that?
Yeah, we see in season 1 we saw Special Week's mom is also a horse girl who just lived on a farm instead of going to the school like all the other horse girls.
At some point they become adults and are kicked out.
But at what point do you stop being 17? It seems very arbitrary. Someone just tells you you're not 17 anymore. Get out.
You see, the answer is...
I don't know whose job it is.
The answer is don't worry about it.
The answer is always don't worry about it.